Okay, so to start with, we're going to have to remove this Allen bolt, connecting it to the bar end. And then the one that's up here as well, that's connecting it just behind the brake reservoir and on top of the front brake cable as well, the front brake lever. We take these off and we'll start building up the section that's going to be replacing it. For our inside point here, we're going near a 10mm socket, also a 10mm spanner as well, because there's just a wee bolt under the bottom here to stop it from spinning round. That should just loosen off. Just carefully remove this out as well. Try not to lose any pieces, just in case you want to put the original ones back on again. It should all lift off. And then the bar end weight as well, because you're going to get a new one with the new Barkbusters. So you need to make sure and hold on to this too. So this is a new mounting bracket. This took probably about a minute, 2 minutes maybe to assemble, as per the instructions. You've got your new bar end weight, and then that will go down the actual middle of the handlebar grip, and that will spread out to get a nice purchase along the inside there. These are bike specific, the ones I'd bought. I think you can get universal ones, but the bike specific ones just make it so much easier. And then the other side, we've got this clamp, which will adjust to the bar. And again, these are quite well marked. There's a wee R in the top there, just to show you what one's the right one as well. So these are fully adjustable to allow you to get some movement. Now it does say whenever you're putting them back onto the bike, you want to tighten them in a very specific order. Starting off with this side, onto the bar end, move it on to this, then the clamps, and then finally the one in the middle, once you've got that perfectly adjusted to the way you want your bike to go. Give us your quick sort of tighten, just to get me roughly aligned where we need to be. Everything on this can be done with a 10mm. It's starting to open out a wee bit. Just find exactly where we want to mount this. Looking, that looks perfect there. Just remember, whenever you're putting this back on, to make sure the R aligns with the R for the right hand side and the L aligns with the left on the inside or the other side. Just so you can see how that's fitting there. Obviously all needs tightened up, but we're in position nicely. And that's in line with the brake. Just to tighten everything up now. You can get it all fitted with the actual guards now. One thing with the Desert X, this Olin steerings damper, it's just ever so slightly in the way. Maybe get the Allen key for that one. okay actually. Just remembering for this section here, you just put the spanner over the bottom, get it nice and tight. Perfect. So as you can see, that's the frame in. This is a 10-minute job each side. It's one of the easiest things I think you can do on the bike. You see that's just giving me perfect protection over the actual brake lever. Now we'll get the wind deflectors fitted on it as well. So the actual wind deflectors, Barkbuster's logo on it there. If you flip it around the other side, you'll see these mounting points with low points and high points. Must just depend on much wind flow you actually want over the actual deflectors. Lower obviously will allow for a bit more. Upright giving you that bit more protection. Maybe for the sort of winter colder months that would be ideal. So these here would fit into this, and it does come with the mounting screws for this. Then you've got your mounting brackets as well for fitting the actual deflectors onto the bars. Comes with these additional wind deflectors. My advice, fit this section first of all, because it's a bit harder to get to, and then put the second screw through this one because you can manoeuvre it a wee bit better and also see it a bit better to know exactly where it's going as well. There we have it, fully fitted. Genuinely took 10 minutes, I would reckon, from start to finish for that, from moving the old one to the new one. Everything can be done with a screwdriver and a 10mm socket and 10mm spanner as well, and you're good to go. Lots more protection with this metal bar compared to the plastic one, so it gives you a wee bit more confidence just if the bike happens to go down, you know, you're not going to wreck all your switch gear and so on as well. We've still got some crash bars and bits and pieces to fit to the bike too, but at the moment we are good to go with the Barkbusters. So really easy bit of kit to use, very well engineered, fully adjustable as well. I don't think you'd be too disappointed buying this, to be honest with you, especially if you are wanting to take the bike off road, or even if you want to take it on road and you've just got the fear of maybe dropping it as well. These big adventure bikes are quite top heavy and can be quite cumbersome, especially with some luggage on it as well. But just rinse and repeat for the left hand side and then we're good to go. So there we have it, the Barkbusters fitted. That was a good 25 minutes, half an hour max, and all of it can be done with a 10mm spanner and a 10mm socket as well. So really easy, dead easy instructions to follow, and they just look so much better for support than what the original Ducati ones offered. So a lot more confidence inspiring, especially if your potential is to drop the bike. You know, they're definitely going to do a much better job with plastic because of these metal bars attached from the actual bar end to the handlebars as well. So yeah, not looking forward to dropping it. However, taking these bikes off-road, there's a good chance that can happen, which is exactly why this sort of stuff exists. Thank you for watching.